everyone. And hello, and with this nice start of the Path of Exile soundtrack. Yes, I'm not getting copyrighted, I'm showing you the soundtrack. We are back to an all-new episode of Roleplay, and we are joined today by Mr. SlashemVC.
Hello, everybody.
Also known as the Urist, Aluminumcobble. And FakerFangirl, also known as...
Rekaf Pride Sword, at your service.
From the frozen tundras of Canada, once again he joins us. He fought many polar bears on his way to the computer. Someone else is joining later, but he is eating right now, and he should be ashamed. Ashamed, I say. Anyway, yeah, you will join. At least that's what I hope. So we kind of need to change the story again, but it will work in the end. I promise you. And if you still want to join, you can join anytime, because right now we are still 2 people. Slash is more or less just a guest here right now, until we find a way to do this whole thing on a weekday and not only on Saturday. Today is a weekday, by the way. It's Wednesday evening. Okay, yeah, it's actually Thursday morning for me, but we're joined by 2 Americans. So if you're like living in an American time zone, join us. It's free and it's easy to do, and you're welcome, basically. So, yes.
You get free gear.
No.
Free, decently quality dwarven craftsmanship.
If you're lucky,
Well,
that is.
Like hats and t-shirts and stuff?
Hats and t-shirt, you say? I could sell some.
Dwarven craftsmanship. T-shirts? What?
Yeah.
That's human rubbish.
You're getting dwarven craftsmanship. I'm not sending you feces in your postal. No, I swear. Or will I? Find out now by joining us. Just write me a message on Steam or in the roleplay thingy or on YouTube. It's easy. I'm easy to contact. I'm not a big channel. Join us. Anyway, so we left with... Wait a second. What's actually happening when I'm turning down this light? Oh yeah, I'm spooky. We left the story with Rekaf going down, leaving Aluminumcobble's offices, and he's going to get a new chainmail. Of course, he will not throw away his axe as he was ordered to. From now on, he will hide his axe under his cloak and make sure that Urist has no idea that it's still there. Because he kind of has this feeling that Urist will not really appreciate if his direct orders are disobeyed. Especially from a dwarf that actually should sit on jail for a year after a severe hammering. That is. So, and
can I do a perception check to see, like, if he's hiding that axe in his cloak?
And no, first off, that already happened, and second off, you don't have perception, but you have cleverness. So maybe on a later moment you might be able to have a chance of seeing it. I have this feeling that we will get into quite a few situations where he actually would really like to use his best axe, but we will see. We will see what will happen then. And yeah, Rekaf is going out with kind of unnerved face expression, and while the gate is lowering and the 2 guards are sitting outside laughing about his demise. Aluminumcobble is still in his office in his big library, and he is sliding down the... What did we call it? Like a pipe, like in a yeah, like, yeah, I don't know what to call it in English, but yeah, he's sliding it down and he's going over to his main office. He's grabbing around on his table and he's getting this map out, which is quite an old map, but it's not like you're traveling to a human town every day. So let's have a look at this map. Get your painting tool out, Slash. Or Mr. Aluminumcobble, get your painting tool out. You have a painting tool in Roll20. Okay.
Painting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called pipe section.
Ah, okay.
Kappa.
So, you got your painting tool, Mr. Aluminumcobble?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the blue circle in the top right corner is the human. Is the human center? No, not center. It's the capital of the human kingdom. And this blue dot in the middle is the city of Moltendrops, which is the city where the caverns were not exposed. What you might call it?
Unexplored.
Unexplored? Is it? I know like 7 German words right now. I can't come up with a single English one. Yeah, where the human excavated. Where some entrances to those weird tunnels were excavated, and of course, as we all know, Urist's job is to find the entrance. By the way, the episodes I uploaded until now were all training episodes. This is actually where the story will start officially. So everybody on board here knows how to play the game, at least a bit. Everybody had like a training session, and everybody made their characters. We will later be joined by someone else that we know of. And yeah, just so you know, as a viewership. So yeah, and now he's sitting on this like whole really old map, and yeah, he knows where our fortress is, which is the big red dot, and he knows where the human town of Moltendrops is located, which is the big blue dot, and he only knows that from. No, that is the circle. That is not the drop. The blue one in the middle at the lonely mountain. The humans call it actually the weather pike. I don't know if the dwarfs have a different name. If so, you need to tell me.
So they call it Moltendrops, and we call it Weather Pike. No, wait, the other way.
No. Moltendrops is a city.
Ah.
Moltendrop is a city, and
okay.
And they're calling the mountain like the weather pike. Do we have like a better name?
No, but the cave is different, because the cave is in or the mine is in the vicinity of Moltendrops.
We don't know anything about it. We just know that the humans started mining iron there and also melting it down there and starting like an iron iron trade and an iron what do you call it? An iron economy. And well, and all you know is
humans do that, though. I mean, they're so inefficient, and their technology is so gross. I mean, there's
yeah, that's also why they're taking forever. Like they're mining like for 50 years there, and only now they found this tunnel. Like you guys will be in there like in 10 days.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, let's go.
But yeah, we have to leave strict boulders and go over there. And as you can see, the light blue lines are actually rivers you have to cross. So you could like cross over 1, 2, 3 small rivers, or you could make your chances with a really old bridge that is located in the north, right around here. Wait a second, I actually need to. I'm using black now. You know that there's like a really old stone bridge there. You don't know if it's still standing or working, but if you do that, you only need to cross one river at one time. It's a really broad river.
No, I hate swimming.
And of course, if you're going eastern, you cannot really see it right now here on this map, but to the east are where the elves are living, and we have way more deep, dense forests to the east. Right to the west, there are reports of goblin sightings. Just small tribes, nothing really you need to worry about, but just something you need to keep in mind. There might be goblins in the forest, and some trolls too. I'm not saying that in the Elvish forest there won't be any things that like to kill you, but maybe less goblins. So it's your job to come up with a travel route.
There's no boogeymen, are there?
Oh, isn't there? That's good.
What?
If you say so.
No.
Well, I mean the bridge.
Never again.
I mean that bridge to the north seems like the most direct.
I once fought 6 boogeymen, and it took me like an hour, and the last one got me. It was like
not good.
I killed 5, and it's like okay, boogeymen.
Okay, Slash. Urist is not a man known for quick decisions. He's taking every single factor in his calculation. And that is why he chooses...
We definitely need to inspect that bridge anyway, because if it's in disrepair, I mean, then that's not acceptable anyway.
And I'm not swimming.
I don't think any one of you can swim.
No. If that bridge is in disrepair, then we need to get somebody out there to start making it viable again. We can't have a bridge over a river that does not function as a bridge.
Yeah, was this bridge built by the dwarfs or by the humans?
I mean,
I
it's
don't
falling
know.
apart, so
I bet
it's
I can tell
probably
you if
built
I
by
look at it,
humans.
though. Yeah, exactly. Can we go inspect the bridge?
Yeah, it's only that this bridge is like a week of foot travel out of the fortress.
Yeah.
Like you have to get down. You cannot really see it here on this map. This map, by the way, might be subject to change at some points. Like all of this is still mountain range here.
But I think we should procure horses and mules though before we take a trek that long.
Yeah, it will be a long trek. Like you will be traveling at least 3 weeks. That's the least you're expecting.
You just need a quantum backpack.
Yeah, you need to keep in mind that you're traveling with quite a lot of dwarves. The exact number you will tell me soon, but yeah, and you're traveling with caravans, and dwarves are not actually known for their riding skills, so they are sitting on the back of the wagons.
Well, then we are basically on a mission to repair this bridge.
Okay, so you're taking the bridge road. This is what I'm gathering from that.
That's what I'm thinking. What does Rekaf think?
I mean,
yeah, Rekaf is not there. Rekaf is not there, man. And you are the decision maker. You are Urist.
Oh,
Aluminumcobble, great decision maker of strict bowlers.
No, all dwarven bridges should be not only passable but like certified good.
You actually want to take some masons with you just in case that the bridge needs repair.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just turned from a 20 people trek to like a 200.
Yeah, I mean.
Take tents with you. We're starting a new fortress. The fortress by the bridge. 2 years later, they cross the bridge.
And I'm like, not in my land. No.
Not under my watch.
Exactly.
Okay, so you basically choose the bridge route, and yeah. So the next thing is like you are taking at least 4 weeks. You have to take wagons with you. You don't know if there is a good road, if there's any road. You know that there's like a road down towards the old bridge, but you don't know what will happen from there. This map you're looking at is at least 200 years old. You don't know if there are new settlements or if anything happening. You just know about some rumors, and once you're coming close to human towns, you will of course know that there should be human towns there. Small hamlets, not so much, but the big towns you will find out while you are traveling. I guess you will also meet wanderers, because there are still wanderers between your fortress and the human town. So there's that. And of course, now you need to decide with how many people you want to travel.
I was thinking around 600.
So the fortress population is around 400.
Oh,
Sucks.
Like the actual citizens, there are a lot of more other people. There's just mercenaries and traders and running in and out, bards, travelers. Wait a second, I need to rearrange myself here. And
Artifact hunters?
okay. So this bridge is basically like this goes back hundreds of years. This bridge.
this is an old bridge. You just know that there is one.
Basically it's a historic monument.
I guess Urist knows a bit more about this bridge than anybody else because he is the guy that is reading all the books and he has quite a crazy knowledge. It's like he almost lived like 4 lifetimes to gather all this knowledge.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's a piece of the past that we can't afford to let just fade into obscurity.
okay, so
We
you
need masons, carpenters, mercenaries.
you do know that your that your major job is to get to the city of Moltendrops as soon as possible and find out what's happening there. You're also really interested as a historian and a master architect what is going on there because dwarven structures that seem too old to be dwarven is quite a thing in this world. So so I guess your basic idea right now is to travel with like a big group and then leave them behind to repair the bridge while you keep traveling.
Yeah, okay.
Will you lead this troop, or will you be in the middle, or will you just riding point and tell them what to do once you arrive there?
Well, I mean, what condition is it in? I mean, is it a
Slash
serviceable?
to make this short, we don't know.
We
You
know.
don't know anything about this bridge right now. You just have to decide. So if you're taking someone with you to repair it, in case you cannot cross it at all. That's the idea, yes.
Well, no, I'm not doing any manual labor.
So you are taking some masons and some guards with you, and your group will ride ahead because you are quite faster than they are. So even if it's broken down, you can just camp down and get the basic plan ready before they arrive.
Okay.
Okay, so how big will your major group be? How big will your major group be? So I can tell you right now that at least 10 dwarfs. Two of them are traveling with you right now. They are also known as Thorim and Rekaf. There are also some other dwarfs that kind of had a bit of a misfortune and are now forced to join you. Have the honor to join you in your quest of reaching Moltendrops and going down there, which basically means we can have 10 players. No, we cannot have 10 players, but we have 10 slots for 10 characters. Just so if you want to join, you can be one of them. Okay, keep that in mind. So Urist is also, of course, not traveling without his personal guard. And his personal guard is also known as
The 598.
the Reinulf Copperflower,
Oh,
which is the biggest dwarf you've ever seen. He's a giant.
Copperflower.
Even his shadow has waked. It feels like when he moves, you can swear that you can hear his shadow moving. Okay, and here we are joined by another guy. We are actually right now in the recording, so please be quiet. We'll talk right when I finish this. Okay, so Slash, you are at least traveling with 10 other dwarfs that will be played by players at some point, and what we still need to find out is who else are you taking with you?
Copperflower for sure.
Yeah, Copperflower is with you. He will never leave your side. That's for sure.
Definitely Rekaf.
Yeah, they are all with you. Like this 10 man group is always with you. The question is, who else additionally? What do you think? What do you need on your track? Do you really need a cook to come with you, or?
Well, I mean, a surveyor / map maker. You know.
Just someone that can write down everything like a scribe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, yeah, a scribe will be on your way. Of course, a hunter will always be with you to hunt down fresh meat. Someone that can guide you, basically a point man. And there's already a point man that really wants to join you. We will learn about him later. But right now, yeah. So you cannot think of anything you really want. So you're using horses, or are you using oxes for the wagons? Oxes, of course, are much better at pulling a lot of weight through muddy areas, while horses are a bit quicker, but also, well, they are horses, not really beloved by the dwarven kind.
Let's say that. Let's say oxes, definitely. And,
You don't like
and some of
horse
those
milk?
dwarf. Ooh. Yeah. Right. Mares, definitely. We don't want stallions.
What the? And I don't like the direction this is going. So you're taking oxes, and the I say the major group will consist of 4 wagons, and of course an additional one because Urist is not traveling with the normal folk. And I can say you have also one other rideable creature. Doesn't have to be a horse. It can also be a big dog.
Like the
giraffe?
Wambler?
Or I think a jobber is a bit too powerful. No, you cannot take a blind cave dragon. But just one mount. I guess we choose it later when it comes up. But the point man has to ride on something, I guess, to stay in front of you.
Yeah, I was thinking like a giraffe, and the saddle is way up toward the head.
Where would you get a giraffe from in the mountains?
Man, I don't know anything about giraffes.
Okay, let's open Dwarf Fortress Wiki and hack in mounts or creatures, right? Yeah, let's use creatures. So we have alpacas, donkeys, llamas, mules, water buffaloes, and we have this. We don't have 2-humped camels because this is not really the area they should be in. We have a big dog. We have a black bear. We have a cheetah. What the hell is an adder? Oh yeah, we also have a cave spider. That is so big you can ride it actually.
I guess I'm gonna
I
vote
hate
for an
cave
alpaca
spiders.
named Mary.
Okay, the alpaca named Mary is with us on this travel. Just so you know, the alpaca named Mary is of course quite a noble steed. She's armor clad and everything, as alpacas are, and she doesn't have like this alpaca haircut. And the dwarves actually shaved her a mohawk and put it into different colors, so it's more frightening. All right, so yeah, and that's it. Well, you are just sitting there calculating what you need.
Does Mary have a beard?
Mary had a little beard. Its fleece was white as snow.
Holy shit, what have I done? Yeah, you're sitting there and brooding over your you're like brooding over your maps, and the camera goes out while he's just sitting there mumbling things to himself. You're getting stuff ready, writing down who he needs, and getting what do you call them? Good thing. Messengers out to tell everybody what he needs, and making sure that all the cards are getting loaded He's not making sure himself, he's just telling some people to make sure of it. While he's sitting there and drinking his wine. And the camera just zooms out and is going down the hallway. And in the hallway, a dwarf is coming up the stairs from down from the caverns. Behind him is Mr. Copperflower, still laughing about this little dude. And, well, he is smeared in blood. Like, there's literally, there's not a single centimeter on this man's skin that is not covered in some yellow-green goop. And his name is Thorim, Grimquarter Vermhand.
Oh, you got it right. Oh.
Who just, I always said it right. Just not necessarily writing it right. Yeah. Okay, so, Thorim, yeah, you just came up, you just eradicated a whole, basically a whole group of savages down in the caverns. You have never witnessed bloodshed before, so how do you feel right now?
I feel like I don't want to do that ever again. If I could have found a door down there to lock, I probably would have done the same thing I did the first time I came to danger.
Okay, so how does it look? Do you think you earned a quick pick to wield, or are you going to find your own weapon?
I think Copperflower is very good with that item. I think he's quite balanced it. And whilst I do relish such a fine item in my own hands, I would rather he be the one to wield something that dangerous.
So what did you get on your way back? Because you went straight for the next weaponsmith and asked him for anything that can be used to a miner. Did you get handed a new pickaxe, or have you gotten something else?
Yes, I was instructed to get something better, quote unquote, I believe was the word, or something that wasn't trash. So I would likely just ask for some sort of digging implement that can also be used as a fighting.
So basically, you just got an iron pickaxe, a rather new one with a nice grip.
Yeah, something like that. I guess I would have asked for something a little closer to what Copperflower has, maybe a little less.
Yeah. So basically, you got a pickaxe, but the pickaxe doesn't have like the two picks on the sides.
Right,
on one side it has the one pick, and on the other side it has like a big iron bowl.
Right.
With spikes on it.
Yeah, that's what I would.
That's what you get, and
okay.
You also got a really sharp shovel.
Excellent. I imagine we'll need to dig at some point, so that'll come in handy.
Like what do we call it? A switchblade shovel?
That's interesting. Well, like a trench shovel? Like, does it fold?
Yeah, I didn't think that were trench shovels called in the Middle East. A collapsible shovel, it says in the.
A collapsible shovel.
Collapsible. Oh yeah. For a folding shovel. Ha! I can come up with words. You will never watch this video and see that I'm using the dictionary. Yeah. You're getting a collapsible shovel. It's right the way I'm saying it, because I'm the game master. No.
Of course.
It's a collapsible shovel, and you have it on your back next to your pickaxe, and you feel good and ready to go.
Wait. I was supposed to get armor. Don't let me forget this time. I forgot the first time I went down in the caverns, and now that I've been in battle.
Yeah. Also went to. Of course, you went to the armorsmith. So, what kind of armor were you opting for? What is it you're wearing as you and over your shoulder? Of course, you haven't put it on yet, because you really need the buff before you put it on.
Yes, I would indeed. Probably. It's probably just like the breastplate, greaves, and gauntlets.
So full armor. You're not like using chainmail and that kind of stuff.
I would prefer something. I would probably pick something lighter. So if there was chainmail, then yeah, I'd pick that.
So you're putting chainmail and some chain iron leggings and some
boots,
like leather shoulder plates, leather gauntlets, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. You're going with light armor. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay, yeah, and while you're going up, Rhine of Copper Flower is like doing 1 step every time you're doing 10. And as I said, you can swear that you can hear his shadow moving. He is such a big a man of a beast of a man.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy. He is bigger than no, he's not bigger than most humans, but he's at least the size of humans. And you can put your basic human 3 times next to each other to reach his size
His
on the
width, yeah.
yeah. Like you can easily just cradle yourself under one of his breasts and have a night's sleep. He is big. What do you say? Do you like Reinulf, or is he like distanced? How?
I feel pretty protected. Everything so far that's happened with him, I've been in a better situation than I have been by myself. So yeah, I'm sticking very close to Reinulf. I feel quite safe.
So what do you think? Does he likes you, or is he not just not interested?
I think he probably thinks I'm a little funny, but other than that, I did sort of rush that. What were they? Just little cave things.
Yeah, these savages living in the caves. They don't really deserve a name when you think about it. I mean, you killed one of the best warriors all by yourself, and you are a minor. Oh yeah, you also have the dagger, the poisonous dagger.
That's right. The weird sort of poison thingy.
Yeah, the like bone thing with the like triple blade that is twisted and everything, and it's like in the chef with some foul liquid in it. Where are you carrying it? Or where do you intend to carry it?
Probably somewhere where I don't think I could poke myself.
Okay, so you're not carrying it directly on your body, but in a back to your side?
Yeah.
More like that guy? Okay.
Somewhere where if I fell, I wouldn't lance myself atop of it.
Okay, and this is exactly the time. You just want to go to bed. You want to take a bath and then go straight to bed and get your stuff ready and then be ready to travel in the morning. And
Indeed.
What do you think? Do you want to visit the tavern for like a quick dive, or are you going straight home?
I asked Reinulf if where he's going.
Yeah, Reinulf was just laughing and saying like, nowhere where you are allowed right now. I imagine you have amassed quite a huge amount of enemies.
Yes.
By the way, besides his size and his big muscles, this guy is actually pretty well behaved. As long as he's not throwing quick pick around and using enemies as a club.
Right. Yeah. No, he seems like a very good-tempered person.
Yeah. Okay. So you are getting. So you're just. What are you doing? Are you going to the tavern alone? Are you going straight to bed?
I'll go wherever. If Reinulf's not going to the tavern, neither am I.
Yeah, Reinulf is basically just telling you to go your own way because he also has to get ready for travel.
Is the bath in the tavern?
Yeah, you basically have to go to the bathhouse.
I feel pretty gross. I'm gonna risk it since I'm currently covered in goop, and I don't think people would mess with me if I was covered in blood and I looked intimidating.
Okay, so you are going straight for the bathhouse, and yeah, while you're on your way, Rekaf's fright spot is suddenly approaching you from the hallway, and well, it looks like you are traveling together, and you might want to get acquainted. So, do you know each other?
I scratch my head. Probably not. I don't recall names very well.
Okay, Rekaf?
I mean, I probably saw him once or twice. I don't know who he is, though.
Okay, so, but you know that you want to travel to him, so, you're going down this hallway, you just were at the armor smith, you got new armor. What is the kind of armor you are getting as a military dwarf?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Dude, I am getting the best of the best. I asked for chainmail and gauntlets, and these metalsmiths gave me this beautiful green adamant. So that's
Yeah.
what I've
And
taken.
he gave you adamantine armor. Yeah,
Gee whiz.
I'm seeing it the same way. You're just coming over with this. So basically, what Thorim is seeing is like this adamantine warrior is coming towards him, and is saying hello. And well, no, what is it exactly is he saying, Rekaf? What are you?
Look like you need a bath.
I'll sort of come over, lean in close, and examine the armor and point and say, "That's really expensive gear you got." Impressive.
Yes, it's the best of the best.
And
I
he,
would concur.
and he is like taking his right fist and is bumping his chest and saying, "Haha, that's the best of the best." And while he's doing it, you see like small bits of the green stuff is just falling off, and it doesn't seem to be adamantine. It seems to be copper, bronze,
Oh, no, it's
covered in greenspan.
Copper. Oh,
Bro,
no,
it's bronze covered in greenspan.
Oh no! I sort of look at it falling off, and I just look at his eyes, see how confident he is, and I think to myself, it's probably better that he's confident. I'll just sort of give him a thumbs up and say, "Yes, I am indeed heading to the bath. I've come from a rather dangerous place. I'm ready to be rid of this stuff."
Do you like my new armor?
I'm very impressed.
Nothing will be able to hurt us.
No.
Are you going to that place?
Yeah.
The expedition?
Yes, yes, I have been conscripted
Fear
by.
not. I've got your back.
I feel safer already.
Rekaf, do you?
Jolly good.
So you're seeing this guy that is like covered in yellow and blue mud. What do you think about him? First time you see him, like he just told you that he's coming from a battle. Do you believe him?
A battle.
Yeah, he just told you that he's like a.
Bunch of blood.
He just told you that he's like this great warrior.
He's
I'll
probably
flick the blood off of my face a bit, and like I'm not sure how to. I sort of just pat it on my side, like I'm not sure what to do with it.
You want to smear it off, and you just have like this.
Yeah.
And you're just going down, and you have like an ear in your hands. It like stuck to your forehead.
I'll make a face and sort of try to get it off my hand by.
I'll kind of stop my boot in the blood, try and
Okay.
get around the walls and such.
Okay. So so what are you doing next? Are you going to the bath together, or are you just going your own ways?
Well, I think right now is I need to follow this trail of blood and kind of like show off my armor while tracking the blood all over the fort.
Okay. So that's what we are going to do now. Yeah. So everybody's on their own home now. Everybody's going to sleep. Everybody is getting ready and excited for the days to come. Yeah, Rekaf and Thorim, of course, are writing all their relatives, their last will, getting their stuff ready, getting some food ready. Went to the kitchen, get some rations, made sure they have a place together on the trek, I guess. Do you want to travel in different?
I'd rather travel with this very confident, very very heroic figure. No.
Okay.
I want to travel with him.
I need to get some beer from the inn for my water skin. I need to fill it up with beer. We're going on a trip, right?
Yeah. So you're going alone there.
You're gonna get dehydrated.
Yeah, so yeah, basically you're getting everything done. Like, this is like what I'm granting you. You're getting everything you would need for such a travel, like a sleeping bag, some clothes for changing. Not a lot though. Mostly
my lucky pick. Oh wait, it's in the fire.
mostly underwear. Storm is getting his new leather song.
Hey, man.
Armor +3.
Oh, sweet.
Oh no, armor +3 is only for females. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, so everybody's getting ready, and this is also where we're pausing this episode right now for everybody to get something to drink, and I see you guys in 5 minutes, and I see you other guys there on this video in the next episode of Dwarf Fortress Tunnels of Moltendrops. See ya.